One of the things this show really seems to be preaching is the power of teamwork, right? Teamsmanship, working as a unit, working together. We saw that at the beginning of the last episode. They were working together as a team very well. Each team was. And, you keep the same unit together. You're not like constantly mixing and matching, people on the team so that you can't ever work as a cohesive unit. A team stays together unless there's a problem or somebody dies or retires or gets promoted or whatever. That seems to be the thing that they really hammer home, and they spend a lot of time on that. And yet, we almost always invariably seem to devolve to one-on-one fights. You stab it. I'm going to do this alone, and like it seems a lot of times it seems to go down to one-on-one. Not always. Like I love what was happening with Granny and Sakura. Who by the way seems to have gotten like sidelined again. She has such a strong start to the series, but I'm already starting to think about my next character pyramid, and I don't know how she can keep the top spot anymore, man. Like she's again been sidelined like she was in the first series. Keep her in the action. Man, what's up? They're just. I'm sure they're just rotating through characters. You can't always be on top. It does seem to almost always come down to one on one, and so I don't know. It may be like they weren't even really trying to emphasize teamwork as much as I was reading into it because I love the concept of teamwork. A film crew is a team, and you have to work together as a team. There has to be harmony. And if there was a problem child on set causing problems, like somebody who's just constantly bitching and never happy, I would get rid of them. Like you need a harmonious set. You need people working together, people rooting for each other, and you can't have toxicity and hostility on the set, right? So I believe that's true for any team. A lot of times we'll see media will depict teams as though there's always that one person who bitches all the time. That seems to be a very popular character type, right? I don't think that works. I think it hurts morale and it irritates people and it makes them not want to get have your back and it just causes, especially in violent situations, it causes too many damn problems. That's why the Akashi stick out. It was pointed out to me there was one Akashi duo that seems to work. The very first one we were introduced to in the first series, they worked together well. There was no hostility there, but in this series, we've been seeing the hostility, and I think that does undercut the group, right? So I wonder if it's just because anime really is about me fighting you. Let's see who's better. A lot of anime, generally speaking. I wonder if all the team building and teamwork messages I've been getting has been unintentional or just part of it. Like I don't know. It was just something I noticed last episode. I was like, well, we start the episode, everybody's working together as a team very well, and then by the end of the episode, it's me against you. Although there is a little bit of teammanship, with the shadow guy. Is he Shikamaru? Is he the one, or is it somebody else? Shikamaru. Just double check. Yeah, he's Shikamaru. He's definitely making the pyramid. I think he made the pyramid a lower rank. He's going to get higher up. Yeah. But before we get to the pyramid, we got to get through the next 3 episodes. So let's go ahead and start this one. This is number 78, and we're going on 1. 3, 2, 1. That's right, you cliffhanging bitches. His buddy over there doesn't seem too concerned. He's just standing there chilling. Look at him. I think if you did find a way to kill this son of a bitch, he would not be unhappy with that. Well, now my throat's dry. His religious thing is unbelievable. He can throw it back at you. His spell. Is he a skeleton? Does his skin have to grow back? It's hard to tell. He is. I'm into pain. It's not boring. So we go from the longest cold open to one of the shortest cold opens. Is this a different song? I only heard Bluebird once. There's no way. If this is the most popular song, there's no way they only play it a couple times. So I'm going to assume it's the same one. That was a little weird. What's happening to his face? He's supposed to be mostly a skeleton with some flesh left. It's They may only be allowed to show but so much realism when it comes to gore on a children's show, right? Because, for instance, your eyes are going to burn before your flesh burns. Like, eyes are soft and they would just blow up because of the heat, right? The eyes will be gone. If this is gone, the eyes are gone. Okay, so is that. But also, it didn't quite look like a skull. It looked like skull-ish, especially his hands. His hands look like gloves that are supposed to look like a skull. Because I have a friend who does he does dresses up his characters, right, and gets paid for that. And one of his characters is a skeleton, but like it has to be like dark, and then you'll just see the bones. But there is like black felt, black material that holds the bones to his skin, right? So in the light, you'll see the bones, but you also see the black material that's covering the rest of his fingers, right? So it doesn't really look like bones in the light. It only looks like bones in the dark. His gloves looked almost exactly like that. His hands. So I'm not sure exactly what they're saying happened to his body, but I'm thinking it's probably because they're only allowed to show but so much gore. They can show somebody being stabbed. They can show blood, even a head being cut off, but I don't think they can show that kind of gore. See, even the shirt looks like this dude's shirt where your hair survived too. That's very odd. Maybe he's not supposed to be bones. Maybe that's what happens with the spell. The spell changes him to something else. Yeah. Well, he's not bored anymore. This is why they didn't show us how he defeated the other two. Remember, I pointed that out. They didn't show us because they wanted us to show us here. This is how he defeats the people. He makes his sigil before he kills them, not after. I thought it was something he did after. That's part of his ritual. The ritual is the killing them. Yeah, that's why they didn't show us. Both times they didn't show us. You just got your world rocked. What a maniacal asshole. Whatever happens to him happens to you, I guess. What a dick. Yeah. So he's a masochist. Okay. I guess you would be if you're immortal. How do you deal with this son bitch? Like I said, you got to. The shadow jitsu is the only way I can think of. By the way, does the shadow not work through that signal symbol? Because he's standing there by himself. Why aren't you using your shadow, right? It must not work through that symbol. Yeah, you're wrecked. Right, yeah. Right. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, you're screwed. There's no way to beat this. Except the shadow thing, which there has to be a reason Shikamaru is not doing it. How about your ass? Yeah, you'd probably like that. That's how he beats him. He had to be told to do this? I thought he couldn't do it. That was the only reason he didn't do it. Dude, you lose points for that, man. I guess you're shocked your teacher's getting worked. He's so evil. He has quickly become one of my favorite characters. I have to say, I'm damn impressed. He was a whiny little bitch before that, but now I get it. Now don't move, bitch. Stop playing with my emotions. Did you not stop him in time? Yeah, I guess you stopped him just in time. Yeah, see, he forgot about the shadow thing the same way as Shikamaru did. You can't stay in the same place, dude. You should have did that 10 minutes ago. Now go cut his head off. Well, you can't do that now. Shit. We'll find out how strong you are. What if there's a range? Run really fast. They did call in. They called in for the attack. That was brilliant. Yeah, right. What if you break the symbol? Break the symbol. Go over there and shatter the ground. I mean, there's one obvious solution, so I don't know if it'd work. I'm just saying that's what you got to try. Yeah. Oh shit, he is strong as hell. He didn't try before because he knew he had the upper hand. He didn't try to break it before. Now he wants to break it. Yeah, that's right. Get that shadow back over there. I like how it's you can actually see the shadow hand holding him in place. Yeah, he's gonna rip his own tendons trying to do it. Yeah, but his ego won't let him. His ego won't let him. You egomaniac, narcissistic, personality disorder ass. That's what I'm saying. It'd be over if he did. This is why you don't bicker, right? If they weren't bickering, this would be over, man. Pfft, done. It'd be a less interesting story, but I'm just saying, like, within the story universe, they don't know they're in a story. So the bickering is hurting them. Yeah. He'll be the one to figure it out. I just can't believe it took so long. Maybe it was only a few seconds. It sure did seem to take a really long time to figure that out, right? Hit him with the shadow. They're mad at him. Right. Right. Hey, who's that crust out there? Yeah, Shark Boy. F him. You think he's dead? Yeah. Yeah, me too. And here's two more of them, so that means there's only three left. Yeah, no shit. Boy, he's not wrong about that. That's true. Yeah, in this case, they don't work well with their partner. So far, the ones we've seen have been extremely effing powerful, man. That dude had no arms and was still kicking ass. I really shouldn't be talking out loud. I should keep my thoughts inside my head. I don't know. His power is better than almost anybody else's for dealing with these kind of assholes. You can paralyze them, right? That's why I don't think he's lazy. Hey, teamwork. Yeah. Famous last words. That's right. Strategize. I love this so much. His assholeness. I got nothing. You're going to have to figure this one out, buddy. Yeah, religious. Everything is about the religion. What do you worship? He said a name, Joshi or something. He said a name in a previous episode when I was editing. He is wicked, boy. And disgusting. I just overreacted, didn't I? He's going to be a kingpin one of these days. Master strategist. Make him destroy the seal. I don't know why one of the others couldn't go over and do it, but make him do it himself. Step outside the seal. Yeah, it'll break his ritual. Yeah, like that shit. He's gonna break the seal. Get your ass out there. Excellent. I don't know what this is gonna do, but I like it. Break. Maybe if you step outside the seal, the thing doesn't work anymore. Yeah, right. That's why I think so too. Scythe? Is that what it is? Right. I guess it is a sigh, isn't it? It's the three of them threw me because there's three in a row like that. Gotcha. So cutting him was poison. It was just magical poison. I don't have time to explain right now. I'm doing my thing. That's why he licked it. So he wasn't just being disgusting. So I was right. Like I said, My Hero Academia had a thing where you lick the blood, you have power over the person. Yep. Yep. Get him out of there. He's backwards to you. How'd you see him lick it? The seal. I diagnosed that shit. And for that, and that crusty dude, him having respect for anybody is pretty damn impressive. Yep. That's right. Get your ass out of here. He really does. I'm telling you. But stop kissing his ass and start helping. He's big mad. You know, the other two could go over and help pull him out of the symbol, man. Hey, my ear feels fine. Hey, my ear feels fine. Give him this work. That's right. That's right. Yes! Eviscerate this asshole. Ugh! That's how you do it. I tell you what, I love his power. His power might be the one I want. He's the only match for these badasses. Nobody else, like, you know, Naruto, maybe, you know, some of the leaders, the senseis, maybe. But, like, of the small folk among the ninja, he's the only one that's got a power strong enough to actually rock and roll with these assholes. I'm going to limp over here and cut your head off. Oh, really? Now you want some help, huh? He hates you. That's going to be your undoing. Take his head off. Ah, shit, he did intervene. He did intervene, didn't he? Shit. I would have let him get his head cut off. But I guess ultimately the old boy's a team player. Really? Another effing cliffhanger? You cliffhanging assholes! It's hard to tell. They had a new... maybe it was a new song. There's no way that song was just that 5-6 episodes? What is this? It started at 72, right? We're at 78. There's no way they only have one for this. It feels different. Anyway, the ending visual is different than the last one. Set through me. Wow. I like that panic in his voice. So, after all this time, we don't know how old he is. I'm assuming he's really old, but immortal, you could be immortal, be 20, and then, you know, they find a way to kill you at 20. Like, you only live 20 years, you know? But, you know, at some point he became immortal. I don't think he was born immortal. So, clearly, because he aged up to the, you know, his current age, whatever it is. So, we don't know how old he is, but I'm assuming he's been around for a long time. Just his bored demeanor, right, seems to imply that. Yeah, that was really good. Shikamaru is fastly becoming one of my favorite characters. Love his ability. And now that I think I've hacked his actual personality, because I hate lazy people, but now I think I've hacked his personality that it's just an act, then I like him even more. And his power is awesome.